I've seen Diddy have to hire extra security, almost the military, to stop people from wanting to scale the wall to get in his house because on the other side of that wall is Beyonce, Jay-Z, and every big star you want to know.
I've seen Diddy have to hire extra security, almost the military, to stop people from wanting to scale the wall to get in his house. Because on the other side of that wall is Beyonce, Jay-Z, and every big star you want to know. Hold up, because this story is about to take a wild turn. Jason Lee, the man known for spilling all the tea in Tinseltown, has been on the hunt for the juiciest celebrity secrets for years. And now he's struck cold with a bombshell that's guaranteed to send shockwaves through the entertainment industry. You see, Jason Lee isn't just your average gossip hound. He's got connections in all the right places, and he knows how to dig deep to uncover the truth. So when he caught wind of some seriously shady business going down with Diddy, he knew he had to investigate. It all started with a tip from an insider, someone close to Diddy's inner circle. They dropped a hint that the music mogul was involved in some dark dealings, the kind of stuff that would make your skin crawl. Jason Lee, never one to shy away from a challenge, decided to follow the trail and see where it led. He started asking questions, putting out feelers to his network of sources. And bit by bit, the pieces started falling into place. Jason Lee discovered that Diddy was allegedly involved in some seriously messed up industry sacrifices, the kind of stuff that you only hear about in horror movies. But here's the thing, Jason Lee isn't just going to sit on this information. He's ready to blow the lid off this scandal and expose the truth to the world. He's been building a case, gathering evidence and testimony from those in the know. And now he's ready to drop the biggest bombshell of his career. What exactly did Jason Lee uncover about Diddy's dark sacrifices? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? But one thing's for sure, it's the kind of revelation that's going to shake the entertainment industry to its core. And the next shocking truth Jason Lee is about to unleash, it's the kind of thing that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about the price of fame and fortune in Hollywood. In that moment, I had a choice to show up and be me, and I did, but it not the old me that would have lost it, yeah. And just put it all out there for everybody else to watch without context to go, God, stay away from that guy, you know. So that's the part of the evolution that I'm on. I don't know if it's therapy, I don't know what it is, but I'm happy with it. You said there's a difference. You call yourself a culture critic, yeah, not an entertainment journalist, right? What's the difference? Well, for me, like, remember, was it you're at Cisco and Everett, where they used to watch movies? And they used to have their critic of it. You know, I watch the industry play out. I watch entertainment politics play out. And I have an opinion for it. I don't. A journalist, they don't really have opinions. And in my opinion, they're writing a story. They're telling a story without putting their opinions on it. I like to have an opinion. I've never written a story on my website. I don't write stories. I have writers that do that. I have social media. I don't post on Hollywood. Unlock my writers, they do all of that. They have editorial discretion, do whatever they got to do, of course, within the guidelines I've set. And if there's any questionable thing, they'll ask and I'll say yes or no. But when it comes to my opinion, I get my notes of what the topic is and then I just say what I think. Very rarely go through all the notes. You started Hollywood Unlock in 2015, yes. With Humi now in 2024. How many employees do you have? Oh, now I have it's probably to like 14 mim, yeah. Because now we have a chief revenue officer who's focused on bringing in revenue. We have a chief financial officer who's responsible to make sure we're managing the money right. And the cap table and the investors and this and that. And then, we have, we just launched Healthcare Unlock, which is a whole healthcare initiative to get Americans healthier. Because people don't know that there's zero healthcare options affordable to them. And now for people that have been kicked off Medicaid, the government kicked off like 11.5 million people off Medicaid. We're helping to sign those people up through working with celebrities to promote that, getting America healthier again. So there's different parts of the business. It's all from a website and a social media page to a show to original content. And now we're, looking at the tech side and developing our app At our network, we have an award show, which you should come to June 21st, is Fly at the Beverly Hilton. Yeah, we're evolving. There's so much more we want to do so out of everything you could have covered. Why, what was your need to cover the culture, or pop culture, sort of speak, because look at what's happening to Diddy right now. I'm not saying he did it, I'm not saying he didn't do it. And I'm not going to say no Diddy, that's the whole joke online right now. But when you look at it, we cannibalize our own, more than they do for sure. We will cancel us before they do. And we will make ourselves the laughingstock, not understanding we're really doing the layup for it to happen to somebody else, right? You saw when Kanye got canceled for doing what he did. And what he did was very reckless, and how he decided to articulate his thoughts. But then you saw how easy it was for people to try to go after and kill Kerry for retweeting something that existed on Jeff Bezos' website. Right, nobody ever mentioned Jeff Bezos. So when I look at the application to counsel culture, when I look at the storytelling, how they used to vilify Floyd, and here I am on the jet with this man super generous, looking out for everybody, inspiring kids everywhere we go, all over the world. People know him and are inspired by him. But to vilify him, or make a mockery out of him, or to do this, and that I'm like, yo, there has to be a platform that has a little bit more responsibility. You can still be critical, but you got to be fair, and you got to be even-handed in how you hand it out. So that's what I thought I wanted to do so as a critic. It was Charlemagne who said, because he was somebody else I looked up to, and you see his evolution from when he was Wendy to now, I looked him, he said, man, it's really hard for me to tell what you are, but if anything, you're a culture critic. So I called my attorney and I said, trademark culture critic, because that's what I am. And then now that's what cause they would say, oh, he's a blogger, how you going to call me a blogger? And put me in a, not that there's anything with being a blogger, but that's your way of minimizing my impact, or that's your way of minimizing my power, that's your way of minimizing my influence, and dumb people will buy into that. __. I'm way bigger than that, because there's people like the people that have the Wendy Williams show that told me I wasn't big enough to host her show. Then I went out and built a show that was making more numbers than all what Sherry, shout out to Sherry, I love her show now. But when she first came out the gate, I killed her in the numbers, and I didn't have the big infrastructure of a network behind me. And all these it was just me, my 3 people, and a studio I built, and we killed them crushing with Cardi B first episode. So I look at it like, again, being a culture critic, you have a responsibility to the culture while being critical to also protect it. And make sure that other people recognize that I feel that granted you're here on set of Funky Friday, funded by yours truly. And I've always said this many times, that what I penetrate or project into the world is something that I want people to see authenticity. I want people to see like, yo bruh, I care to tell the truth. And I want to be very relatable to the people who I want to impact. You just can't put me in this corner to say like, oh no, don't say that, or don't do that. It's like, no bro, I want to give hope to people by saying you can still make it by being yourself, yeah. And we're living in a very sensitive, the world, might I add, but at the same time being fake is popular, being real is castrate. It's really scary, like I don't post on social media like I used to anymore, because I understand the weight of my influence and the words I use, but there are times I look at things happening and I want to go say something, but I choose now to only do it if it's in my podcast or on my show. It's a part of my show. See you if I go sit on Instagram. It hits different people, but we are living in a world where everybody's ultra sensitive. And this is the craziest part of how we're all trained to become enslaved to the bull. You want that brand endorsement, you got to fall within the guidelines or fall within the culture of this brand. Well, if it doesn't, if your opinion or your free thought doesn't fall within the guidelines of a brand that's going to pay you, that means you're paid for your thought. So you're really not a free thinker, you're a slave. And so I don't have all the deals I could have. And I don't, and I'm going to get deals because they're being offered to me now. But I keep telling everybody, if you want me to work with you, You're going to have to understand the level of freedom that I operate, and I'm going to have to be able to say what I think and what I feel. And here's the scary part about it: Howard Stern can do it, Joe Rogan can do it. But if you black and brown, and you do it, oh no, you know you didn't think that noose was off your neck. You better get back over there, sit down, see, that's why I love it. They can't get me. And as